Oklahoma's trash can defense has given up 40 points or more in every single game during the entire month of November. Got the Big 12 title game coming up this Saturday and a rematch from earlier this season against Texas. Big 12 title on the line. This should be a good game. Can Oklahoma's defense find enough stops in this game to get a win in round 2 of this game? Texas, of course, won this game 48-45 a couple of months ago when they met during the regular season. Great game, came down to the end. Texas up big in the fourth quarter. Oklahoma with a comeback. Texas kicks a field goal to win it. Everyone knows Oklahoma's defense, absolutely terrible. Offense, one of the best in America. We're going to preview this game today, and I'm going to pick a winner for you against the spread right now. All right, per usual, this preview and prediction video is going to be sponsored by the good people over at betnow.eu. There's a link in the description of this video. If you click that link, it'll take you over there, and they're going to get you set up on all your college football betting needs for the rest of the season, okay? They've even given me a promo code to let you guys use, so when you go over there, make sure you enter the promo code Uncle Lou. That's one word, all lowercase letters, Uncle Lou. They're going to give you the bonus on whatever you deposit. Good luck. Hey, good morning. It's Uncle Lou here. Yeah, that's right. It's me, Uncle Lou, and I'm live for you on YouTube today. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it also. And two, it's championship week in college football. So I'm going to do a series of preview videos over the next couple of days. I'm going to cover all the major conference championship games. So I'm going to cover the 5 power conferences. Probably going to cover UCF and Memphis at some point too. And maybe a couple other games this weekend that are being played as makeup games from earlier in the season. But up today, this video solely about OU, Texas. Big 12 title on the line this weekend when these two teams meet again. This is a rematch, right? Which happens in the Big 12 because they don't have divisions. The Big 12 only has 10 teams, so you play every other team during the regular season. Then they just take the 2 best teams and match them up again in the Big 12 title game. And this year, we get a rematch of OU Texas. This was a classic game back a couple of months ago. Texas ends up winning it 48-45 with a late field goal. Texas had a huge lead in this game, right? Heading into the fourth quarter, they were up, I believe it was 45-24 they were up heading into the fourth quarter of this game. Oklahoma with a huge comeback, scores 3 late touchdowns to tie it up. Texas kicks a field goal and wins by 3. Hard to beat a team twice in the same season. I'll be the first to admit that. This was a close game. These are 2 good teams. Hard to beat a team twice. Oklahoma's defense, listen, I don't know what I can say in this video about Oklahoma's defense that I haven't been saying for the last 2 years. Oklahoma just has one of the worst defenses in America. No, it's not just because they play in the Big 12. I'm getting kind of tired of hearing that. Now, if some of these Big 12 homers want to make the argument that, well, the offenses are better in the Big 12 than some other conferences, that may be the case, but that's not the reason these defenses are this bad. I mean, I wrote this down. I mean, this is just pitiful. I'm going to run through every single team, okay, in the Big 12, and I'm going to give you their defensive rank nationally. Now, again, if you want to tell me that the Big 12 is elite offenses and that's why these rankings are low, that's fine. But keep in mind, we're comparing here Oklahoma's defense to other defenses within the Big 12. And they play the same schedule, okay? Other than the non-con, this is a round robin. There aren't any divisions like I mentioned. So every one of these teams plays every other team. And let me just go through the rankings. TCU is the best defense in the Big 12. They're 27th. Iowa State is 39th. Texas, 63rd. That's terrible. But they're 3rd in the Big 12. Kansas State, 73rd. West Virginia, 75th. Baylor, 79th. Kansas, 81. Oklahoma State, 98. Texas Tech, 110. And I haven't even got to Oklahoma. Okay, that's every other team in the Big 12. Oklahoma's 111 in total defense. Pitiful. TCU 27. How many spots behind is that? You're like 85 spots behind the best team in the Big 12. You're almost 50-something spots behind Texas. Your defense is pitiful. And listen, I mean, yeah, some of these offenses in the Big 12 are pretty good and have good quarterbacks and put up a lot of points and good wide receivers. We get all that. You can't make a tackle, okay? Will Greer's a great quarterback. He's got a couple NFL wide receivers. These people are catching the ball. There's nobody within 10 yards of them. And if there is, they run up to the receiver. They tap, give him a love tap, and he runs another 80 yards for a touchdown. The offense is just the defense is just absolutely pitiful here for Oklahoma. I mean, it's just you cannot exaggerate how bad that defense is. Okay, but anyway, let me get off that for a minute. Okay, Texas is ranked 14th. OU, of course, ranked 5th in the latest college football poll. Oklahoma needs to win this game if they've got any shot to make the college football playoff. Captain Obvious here. It would be great if Oklahoma can win this game by a lot of points, because there's going to be a lot of people after this weekend's games, if OU and Ohio State both win, comparing those two teams. And Ohio State is probably going to blow Northwestern out. Let's just be real. So if there's a way Oklahoma can run up the score here, they will. But again, that defense. But anyway, this game comes on noon, ABC. Oklahoma's an 8-point favorite, okay? I talked about some of this already. 48-45, Texas won the first meeting. OU scored 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to tie it. Texas kicks a field goal to win. Kyler Murray, as bad as Oklahoma's defense is, Kyler Murray offensively is that good. I mean, there couldn't be further opposites, right? Kyler Murray leads America in almost every passing category. He's number 1 in total QBR. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on with Kyler Murray. If you're wondering, well, if this guy's so good, why did he sign a baseball contract instead of football? Well, he's 5'10". Let's be real. He'll never be a quarterback in the NFL. He knows that. He made the right decision there with baseball, but the guy's a hell of an athlete, and he's Oklahoma's best player, and it's not close. And he's going to have to find a way to get loose in this game, I think, if Oklahoma wants to win it loose with his feet. I mean, he'll get his yards through the air without question. But if you look back to the first OU-Texas game, he only had, I think, 30 yards rushing through the first 3 quarters. And then in the fourth quarter, they sort of turned him loose, and that's when the game seemed to turn around for Oklahoma. Of course, Texas had a big lead in the fourth quarter, so defensively, they changed up their strategy a little bit. So it's hard to tell if Kyler Murray should get all the credit for his production in the fourth quarter against Texas, or if you blame the Texas defense for sort of loosening up there in the fourth quarter with the big lead. We'll see how OU decides to use Kyler Murray. I mean, everything's on the line. I don't know what you would possibly be holding him back for in this game. So I expect him to be running from the time this game starts. I don't think they'll be waiting until the fourth quarter on this one. Texas quarterback situation. Ehlinger, he was healthy the first go-around against Oklahoma. Been banged up since then. Shoulder issue, AC joint problem, whatever it is. So he's going to have a big game here. Now, they've got some wide receivers, and this is where Texas has a huge advantage over Oklahoma. I mean, we've beaten the dead horse about their defense, but their secondary is terrible. They have a problem covering people. They have a problem tackling, and they've got some injuries, too, that they're dealing with over there. And this Jordan Humphrey for Texas is the real deal. He's 6'4", 222, 72 catches, over 1,000 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He lit Texas up in this first game, 9 catches, 133 yards, and a touchdown. That's what you'll want to keep an eye on, really. Oklahoma's going to have to find a way to slow these receivers down for Texas. Texas got 2 receivers that are going to most likely eat Oklahoma alive, would be my prediction here. They're not going to be able to get any pressure on the quarterback. Again, defense terrible. So Ehlinger's health, Murray running around with the ball. Can Oklahoma slow down Texas's passing game? Can they keep Humphrey under 100 yards this game? I don't know. We'll see. I think this has the potential to be a good game. It's an 8-point spread in Oklahoma's favor. If you look at these two teams and the way they're playing right now, Oklahoma's offense looks like probably the best offense in the country. Texas hasn't looked like a dominant team really at any point during this season, offensively or defensively. They've been very inconsistent, up and down, losing opening week to Maryland, then getting a big win over Oklahoma, losing a couple of other games that you kind of look at and go, come on, Texas is better than that. They should have won those games. Texas is going to have to find a way to show up in this game. Can they keep Oklahoma under 40 points? Because Oklahoma is likely not keeping Texas under 40, right? I mean, we talked about that at the beginning of the video, but Oklahoma has given up 40 points every single game they've played for the last month, the entire month of November. The best defensive performance Oklahoma's had is against Kansas, which is one of the worst teams in America, and even Kansas managed to score 40 on Oklahoma. So, I mean, that's going to be the matchup. I have a problem giving 8 points on either side here. I just have a feeling that Oklahoma is going to win this game. This is a hard one for me to pick. I've been kind of high on Texas really for a couple of years and been made to look like a fool on here. And I've been kind of hard on Oklahoma, mostly because we played them last year, and it's just fun to needle them a little bit. But offensively, Oklahoma is a very dangerous team. It's just hard to trust that defense to do anything at all. The talent's not there, the size is not there, the fundamentals aren't there, changing defensive coordinators in the middle of the season. There's just a lot of bad signs on that Oklahoma defense. And if Texas finds a way to take advantage of that again like they did the first go-around, I 100% think Texas has a chance to win this game. I'm going to take Texas in this game and the 8 points. I do think Oklahoma finds a way to win, though, but I think it'll be a close game, maybe a last possession type thing like we saw last time. To me, this is the hardest game of the week to pick. You talk about the Alabama-Georgia game if you want. Obviously, Georgia's winning that one. But more on that tomorrow and the next day and the next day. But this is hard. I'm not knocking either team or the other here with this pick. To me, I think this is a pretty good game here. Noon ABC, I will be watching. Georgia doesn't come on till 4. I'm going to take Texas in this game in the 8 points, but I expect Oklahoma to win a close game in the 5 to 6 point range. All right, that's it for the Big 12 title game preview. I hope you enjoyed it. It should be a good one. I'm going to watch it. Be sure and let me know down below where I'm wrong. What's the key matchup in this game? I think it's OU's defensive backs against those two really good wide receivers that Texas has, mainly Humphrey. But they got a couple other good ones too. That's the key to the game to me. I think this will be a close game. This could be the most exciting game of the weekend. We'll see. But anyway, like I said, give me Texas in the 8 points, but I expect Oklahoma to win a close one. Have a good morning.